Hello everybody, sorry for the delay. Welcome to the run. I'm Sinister Summer and I'll be running Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, 15 card randomizer, 1 credit clear, all story duels. So, if you're ready to come along for the ride, welcome. we're in it to win it. So, what? My phone. I do apologize. Mornings, I'm not used to being this prepped up in the morning, but we in for it. So, I believe the winning name was Mokuba. So for all you Mokuba and Seto Kaiba fans, we're gonna get this party started. Wait, I'm stupid. I spelled wrong. Trust me, there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans this game. So don't be afraid. Ask questions. We have Mokuba. All right. Let's start. So as you can see, the timer is now officially live. Pay attention to the splits. We are now in Egypt 1. Also, main villain is main villain. That is Hai Shin. We'll get to see a little bit of him. I don't know. Give it about 25 minutes. We'll see more of him. Welcome to Forbidden Memories. If you remember this from your childhood, trust me, it's gonna get absolutely wild for the 15 card rando. Simon, don't worry. Don't worry, Simon. We're coming back. We are coming back. This is all story duels, so. Hey, welcome back. And we're gonna get this party started right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna first do right now is I'm going to check what I have. I got a dragon, nice. So I do have a dragon. Let's see what kind of fusions I'm looking for. This game is based off of a lot of fusions. I got a thunder as well. Okay, do I have anything that bridges the gap? Got a Regeki as well. So, what I was looking for right now is the following items. A dragon, a thunder-based monster, and a sweeper. That'll be my Regeki. I have all three, and I've got a couple bridges in grass. So I have a Black Dragon Jungle King online. So, let's see what we got. Not the greatest start. Early game is going to be a lot of not the greatest starts, but it is what it is. Enter. So right now, Simon is not going to do any shenanigans, none of this. He's basically going to play honest. We got a woman. Alright, so, special fact with this game, you'll be fusing. A woman with a rock will give us mystical sand, meaning we're going to win this in 3. Pay attention to a lot of fusions here. A lot of more technical aspects that you're normally used to seeing, like symbols and star symbols. For the randomizer, I don't really care about that, because that's not what I'm going to be looking for. I like this play. I do have 2 fires though, so. Geldora. Alright, so it's going long. So a lot of this is going to be based off of how fast I can beat each duel. Don't worry about the personal best. I have accounted for this. This is going to be about a 2.5 hour run. If things go south, it could be up to 3. But I'm not expecting it to go horrible if Simon's going to play nice. Simon really doesn't want me to win this duel fast. I may have enough on the table, though. Yeah, I have enough on the table. So, you're going to hear me talk a lot about this. What's on the table, what's not. When I talk on the table, meaning how much damage I can put on the table for the most part. Alright, here we go. First set of duels. Millennium Shield. Okay. That's an actual good start. That's a really good defensive card that we'll be using throughout the rest of the game. Got to put split. Lost 3 seconds because of my yapping. Not a problem. Now we start the card crew. Card Crew is very simple to understand. They're basically a little bit harder than Simon, but not by much. Blackluster Soldier right from the start? Okay. Say less. Say less. So, Blackluster Soldier is normally a ritual card. In the randomizer, it's actually a drop. So, you're going to see a lot of drops that happen. So, for example, Blackluster Soldier is a ritual card. Gate Guardian, a ritual card. Meteor Black Dragon requires a fusion. Black Skull Dragon, a fusion. Tear. I do not like this. And that's gonna put me in trouble. That's what we call a brick can. Yep, she's going after it. Likely BCD. Well, actually, hold on. I could salvage this. I could salvage it right now. I'm not going to risk the Flame Swordsman play because I don't remember my fusion for that. Get it out of here. So, normally most duelists will play Honest, but starting, I don't know. I'm going to say Villager 2, which is going to be in this split here, this set here. They'll start doing what is referred to as a field scan. Field scan is very simple. They will literally try to cheat by peeking onto the table any set cards you put on there. This is very common when you do your opening card because you're always gonna get first turn. Don't like the mountain. This is moving a lot slower than I want it to. I need a power card. Blackluster Soldier needs to come out, but we'll do that on first collection. In this category, I do only 2 collections. One just when we get into KCC, which is the Kyber Corp Championships, and then one more time when we about to start majors. Like this. This is not a very good deck to start with, but it'll suffice until I get something better. We win next turn. That's the best I can put it. We win next turn. Alright. What it remains. I could probably get Flame Ghost out of this. Nope. I just need to push through. I'm going to say this right now. You do not want to get BCD because BCD has a whole different card pool. So, I'll explain the card pool as soon as we get here. Oh, that was SA Pal. Okay, so when you win a duel, you get one of 3 grades. SA Pal, which is you beat them without using a whole lot of traps and spell cards. SA Tech, which you do use quite a bit of spells and traps. And then there's BCD. BCD means you just basically was just shooting the funk. That's a dragon, by the way, so you two can get out of here. A lot of this movement that I'm doing right now is merely no. A lot of my movement is merely just trying to find the cards I need for fusing. Like right now, that dragon right there was 1719, which means that's a Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. That's actually a good start. So, Villager 1, I do not expect to. Actually, that's a fusion. He might actually go after this card. Yep, that's 15 free on the table. Alright, so now we just gotta play to our needs. And I'm not liking this. Alright, I gotta burn. So, what do I mean by burning? Burning is basically the art of just throwing away cards so you can advance the deck. So now that I know they got a Millennium Shield out there, he's gonna kill that card. He's gonna beat that card outright and then just go in defense mode. Okay. I'm gonna chance this. I'm gonna chance the Flame Soldier. Yeah, I gotta chance the Flame Soldier. The flame flame soldier. Nope. Didn't get it. That's gonna be Giga Attack. Oh, Dice Armadillo. That's gonna be killing a card. Then, oh, we got somebody in here. Alright. And they left. Yeah, a lot of problems right now because the deck wants to be very sticky, and Tail was being very picky. Went on. Again, taking the bottom card. He has 1650 on the table, so. So right now I'm playing like Bakura. Trust me, this is a Bakura play. Another 500 on the table. I gotta advance the board. I'm not getting any of the cards I need, and I didn't get any women. That's another problem. No women. I am maidenless. Dice Armadillo goes after the Gringle. Every card in defense mode. Okay. It's a chance. There's a chance we can play this. Hold on to Dragon. Soul Dragon. Alright, we have a Cyber Soldier of our own. That'll hold against Dice. Dice can't get in. So right now, he's gonna have to burn some cards. So now I know what that card is. This is just horrible right now. This is just not going my way. I'm not getting the cards I need. I'll take that Scorpion though. Yes, indeed, Jax. Jackson, no women, which means I'm basically at the mercy of the deck until it decides to finally let me play the game, and it finally allows me to do something, I guess. Nothing I can play right now. Thanks, game. So below his and above mine. That's how many cards are left in the deck. So, the less cards I have, the more likely I am going to deck out. And if I deck out, as embarrassing as it is, that's the end of the run. So I'm trying not to deck out right now before I can actually put the finishing blow here. 15 cards. And right now, Villager 1, outside of this horrible deck, Villager 1 has literally gave me the business. I'm winning, but I'm not winning. Queen of Autumn Leaves, thank God! We can finally stop the stalemate. Alright, so, that's what I was worried about. Get him out of here. Now we can get going. Oh. That's gonna be a fusion now. Into Cockroach. And now you wanna give me a dragon? I guess we do Stone Dragon. Okay, so. I already know what that roach is gonna do. He's getting out of here. Past the buck, he's gone. Finish the serpent. Alright, so this is definitely BCD. Took too long to win the duel, plus we are just outright getting clapped. We win next turn. You know what? I don't even care anymore. Well, well, well. I found the Flame Swordsman. by complete accident. Okay. Was not expecting the flame swordsman from a Millennium Shield and a Tyhone. That's fine, though. That's a BCD for sure. Get out of here. You wasted my time. Alrighty. Time for Villager 2. If the run's gonna start making some south plays, this is the time. Right now, I'm looking for... Okay. We got some ideas here. So, first order of business. These two gotta go. 1, 2. I do have another electric, so I'm probably getting ready on ninja for that. Looking for anything else? Okay, I do have a beast. We play with beasts. That means that one of these bugs can get the stepping. Magician of Faith? Oh, without question, we play that. That's a woman. Oh, we got 3 of them. Okay, more women. That's gonna be the name of the story. More women. Pretty sure we can get one more. Good. Alright, so Villager 2 starts fusing pretty nicely. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. We win. Black Dragon Jungle King. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. So, known fact for this game. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, most vanilla speedrunners will literally call it the holy grail of cards. Now you want to show up, Black Luster Soldier? You now want to show up? Okay, not a problem. So, Twin-headed Thunder Dragon can pretty much use a lot of equipment. A lot of spells that have equip effects, so... Oh, by the way, we win next turn. So, basically, but that's how that turns out. You know what? I'm gonna chance this. Ah, well. I tried. Got it. Alright, that's duel. So, if I had a card that was strong, Villager 2 would have fused and then went for a deck scan to try to hit it. But duelists that have stronger cards, they'll do what is referred to as a check because they checked the they did a field scan. Villager 3, so let's knock this out. Also, fun fact: Dark Hole. Hold that thought, ladies and gentlemen. I need to do a thing. Don't get that. Dark Hole's not a good sweeper, but it'll do. Guide of Fierce Knight we always use. We can always use Guide of Fierce Knight. At least it's early. Wall Shadow, now that's a great card. Psycho Puppet's not bad. Oh, and Labyrinth Wall? Okay. Okay. So, Villager 2 has a lot of my defense. We're not going to be too stressed if one of those cards come out. But, we'll see. Guide of Fierce Knight, that's a win. That's a win. So what I did is, I didn't show my opening hand. So what he's going to do is check defense. He did a field scan. So, what a field scan is exactly what it is. He scanned the field, saw that he had no cards that can beat it, go to defense mode. Most duelists will do that. Now, there's going to be some, essentially late game bosses, late game duels that seize the card, and they'll take their chances. Either they'll take their chances, or they'll actually challenge the card. If they don't challenge it, they check, because they know that, at worst, they'll trade. At best, they can win. If they have the card to win, they'll win. At worst, they're going to hold out to minimize the amount of damage they do. Unless it's a bad card, then defense mode. It is what it is. BTW, we win now. Okay, Black Luster Soldier can witness this out. Alright, so, currently right now we're done with this battle here. That was a lot of time lost thanks to Villager 1. So, after you get done with the card crew, we gotta go outside. So, right now we're in the past. Main portion of the story is they got this little, I don't know, ritual, festival going on. Something along the likes. And once you go outside, you do this, you're gonna see Jono, aka the Joey Wheeler of Egypt, get beat by Seto. Keep this in mind. When we go through collections 1, if you're trying to do all story duels, there's 2 duels that we do not revisit. The Haishin 1 battle, which we'll get to after taking care of these 2 clowns, and the Duel Master K duel that we're not gonna ever see because Duel Master K is not in the story. He's an extra battle, specifically able to use your deck. He's kind of like V2 when you're playing Ultra Kill. He's easy because he has your cards, but hard because he has your cards. Alright, Jono, let's get this over with. I've already wasted a lot of time. Dark Energy. Dark Energy's actually not bad. Salamandra's actually pretty good too. But I don't have any compatibility here. Harpy Lady's not horrible, but nothing here that entices me to say replace. Hopefully Jono has the sauce. Okay. What I'm gonna do right now is called baiting. What I want him to do is he sees the defense card. Oh! That's new. Continue debating. I want to bait him into attacking one of my defense cards. Here it is. 26. Now. Okay. I said now, thinking now was gonna have to fuse. Never mind. Get him out of here. Another 26. We win next turn. Unless he decides to go after that second card, which... Really gonna do that. Yep, he went after that card. Another 26. We win now. So it doesn't really matter what I have now, so... That's the duel. Dark Chimera. Okay, not a whole lot of time lost on Jono, but that bad village, that bad card crew is coming back to bite me right now. Oh, Kaibaception. Ooh, Zera the Mount. So, fun fact about Zera the Mant. Zera the Mant is one of the best cards in the game because he fused with almost every dark card in the game. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start leaning into Zera the Mant. Get rid of the Dino, and we're gonna go all the way down until we can get to that. What? There it is. Dark Energy. Right now, this is one of the nastier run killers. Seto 1 has Gaia the Fierce Knight, has capabilities for Gaia the Dragon Champion. If we screw up here, this is the duel. Ushioni, that's about as right as I thought. 850. Don't like that card. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something incredibly stupid. Don't do this. What I want to do here is I'm going to bait him out to throw another card out. I want to leave his Oshi up on the playing field, just like that. His next card's not strong enough. You know what? Reset the field. Now we hold. Yes, cards that are stronger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my hand at least getting some fusions. A few times it don't work, but that's fine. I want to get him out of that Spellbinding Circle. I forgot he had that. Alright, so that's not gonna matter. Whew. Okay, I am... Oh-ho! Cybersaurus. Alright, we got the cards. One thing you might want to do when you start at least running it for the randomizer, you definitely want to start learning your fusions. That might be a beaver. Don't like this. Gotta wait. Yeah, that bad card crew is starting to come back to rear its ugly head. Okay, Queen of Autumn leaves. That'll help out a bit. We don't win next turn. Just win that. Unless a twin-headed Thunder Dragon pops up, or at least something of a sort, we don't win next turn. Or Queen of Autumn leaves. So BCD. I'm just letting you know that right now. BCD, because not only did we have to, not only did we waste a lot of time, a lot of cards, but Seto's giving us the runaround. Mind you, he still has Gaia in his deck. You know what? At this point, those doesn't really matter. White Dolphin. That's a good play. Alright. We're done here. Okay, that takes care of Kaiba 1. Yep. Cosmo Queen Prayer, which is a ritual card. We lost another 2 minutes. Alright, so now we start cutscene heck, as many would call it. We out? Alright, so we pretty much done here. We got one more duel, which is a scripted loss. Unfortunately, I don't know if we can get the cards necessary to just speed up the process. So, just to cut through as I'm skipping through cutscenes, we are about to get attacked by Hai Shin, the current High Mage. And the man with the most amazing chin. Hey, how you doing, boy? I'm here for that butt. Yeah, I'm doing this, yeah. Look at my earrings, look at my chin, yeah, looking good. I love it a lot. By the way, have you seen my staff? It is amazing. And then the obligatory, we got a attendant over here trying to get us out of here. And then, oh no, we get captured. Well, she gets captured, never to be seen from again. The Maidenless saga continues. Now, Seto's gonna be very discreet. He wants us to give up the Millennium Puzzle, which Simon's currently holding. So, Mokuba, in this case, will be taking the puzzle and making a run for it, which we're gonna prompt. Just to get intercepted by, see here, boy. That's exactly what he decides to do. And, unfortunately, we're gonna be stuck to doing a card duel. Now, I'm not checking Kaiba pack yet. I'm not checking the Seto 1 pack. Reason being, we're losing this duel. I get to see it anyways after the fact. We need to dive. We gotta take a dive. And what better way to take a dive than 2 cards at 4 hundo? What I'm looking for is a Meteor Black Dragon. Flyhorn Dragon. Really? That's not what I wanted to see. And I got cards that can beat it, Hai Shin. Come on. Be more cooperative. Alright, so right now, he can't beat... He's gonna beat me now. Oh, he got a Zoa. Nice. That is by far the fastest Haishin I had to do it. 0.07 seconds means that I don't think, theoretically, if you hit the timer like I had to do it. Oh yeah, by the way, Shadow the Puzzle, advance the story. There's no way we can beat Haishin 2 faster without him throwing out Meteor Black Dragon. I think that was the best opportunity he had. Alright, so that takes care of Egypt 1. Unfortunately, we're 7.5 minutes behind schedule. Even though we have all day, but we're not doing all that. Sorry, I had to take a drink on this. So, we're now starting KCC, the Kaiba Corp Championships. It's supposed to be the World Championships, but we all know what Kaiba Corp is doing this. So it's the KCC. And fun fact, the announcer, that was supposed to be our Honda. That was supposed to be Tristan. Just another Yu-Gi-Oh back. Alright, so we got Tara running the shop. This is 1 credit clear, so we are not saving. Tad risky, but it'll do. Rex Raptor. He has a couple good fusions. He does have access to Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, but he's not one. Okay, Kaiba boy. That is what I want to see. That is what I want to see. Red Eyes Black Dragon. So, fun fact about Red Eyes. Red Eyes literally fuses with two of the nastiest cards in the game. Outright. Hard stop. Got a couple Royal Guards. You know what? Can I take one more? Yeah, I can take one more. Give it one more. Right now, the cards I have currently right now, it'll get me into the back end of KCC. I'm not confident it's gonna beat it, but that's a good start. Zera the Man. Okay, so Rex went right to the end of the line. Just to get slapped. 19 to the face. No, I got it next night. Let's not be skimpy on damage. So right now, we win next turn. What we're trying to do here is, outside of trying to stem the bleeding, you know what? No. Better card. The rare occurrence, we actually get the Flame Cerberus. 21 hundo. We win now. The Pit Marauder. Also, a lot of these cards can go up to Magic Ruler. Fortress Whale. Ooh, Fortress Whale's not bad. That's a good placeholder for later cards. Alright, Weevil Underwood, or also as I refer to it on my split, Weevil Underpants. Yes. We do those. Oh, so it's actually not bad. Let's see. Get rid of the Duron for the Zoa. We don't care. I thought Fortress Whale. There we go. Found Fortress Whale. Another Dark Hole as well, so that's not too bad. Get rid of the Cyberstein and a Mechanic Warrior, Fortress Whale, and another Dark Hole. Okay, so Dark Hole is not a really good sweeper, but it will get us out of problems. And one thing about Dark Hole is indiscriminate. It gets rid of all. It's basically a Raigeki and a Harpy's Feather Duster all in one. So here's where my problem is. I am not trying to see Jirai Guma. 3-card combination. Cedra. Swordtail. Okay. Of course you went defense mode. Not a whole lot I can do with this. Can't mess with it. Gotta wait. So right now I can't mess with that card. Alright, we got Sword Arm. Sword arm is now exposed. And you know what? Let's continue the Royal Guard treatment. Weevil usually does crazy stuff like this. Rune of Evolution. That's gonna blow. Really? So right now, we need something to break the cocoon. Thank you, Sarah the Man. So right now, we're not going to have a whole lot of time to do collection. So once we go into collections, I'm going to be very hyper-focused on who gave me Zera. Like, Zera the Man, I know who gave it to me. Unfortunately, I don't like how I got Zera the Man. At this point, this is just duel. Get the starfish out of here. Is it duel? Yeah, math is not meant for stream. I said how. Alright, so that was about a minute 44 lost. So, we're out of here. So, now that we got that portion out of the way, I am more than confident that we're not beating KCC. Time to start building. Weevil. Dark Magician. Okay. Dark Magician. What I'm doing right now is scanning the deck. Scanning my, scanning what I got. So, remember I was telling you about the 3 card packs that you can get. There are 3 card packs you can get when you win. SA PAL, SA Tech, and BCD. Every one of them has a different card to play to the table. What you want to see is SA PAL, and you want to see an excellent SA PAL. And that's for every duelist. Every duelist has those 3 packs. Now, what's in their packs is different. Now that I got a decent enough deck, I'm going to just start SA PALing Simon in all of them. My goal here, no more than a minute. No more than a minute and a half, 2 minutes per duel. We have about 10 or so duels we have to run through right now. And what I'm trying to do is scan for some of the best cards in the game, considered the Power 5. Simon gets another look. You get another look, Simon. I already saw what you had. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon? Oh, without question. And another Blackluster Soldier? Okay. That stance, we can play with that. We can play with that. So let's get rid of the Dice Armadillo and the Fortress Whale. Those 2 are gone. So I'm going to be looking for another Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Another Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, another Blackluster Soldier. 3 Blackluster Soldiers can work. And I already saw there was a Kunai Chain in one of the packs. Not a fan of this. I can win with Tyhone, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait. Wait, 500 right out the rip. That's actually a good start. Black Dragon Jungle King. Not gonna win next turn, but it's gonna be the turn after. Give it 2. Wall Shadow's not bad. Wall Shadow's not bad. Now, normally Wall Shadow goes on defense mode, but because we already have a decent enough package, and this is only Taya 1, we're not gonna have too many issues with this. Excuse me. Let me know if I can be heard, by the way. At least without clipping. Alright, that's Gigatech Mole. Alright, we're good. It's Armadillo again. Taya, come on. Don't you do this to me. Jono. All right, Jono, what you got? Okay, Taya has no sauce. So basically, Taya, no. We are not going after Taya again. Not at all. Not happening. No, zilch, nada, no, no, and no. We got Mystical Sands right now. We do have Mystical Sands because we do have a rock and we have a girl. You may not know this, but teammates is indeed a woman. Magical Ghost? Jono, I thought you better than that. I thought you better than that. Let's go. Another 800 on the table. We're winning in 2. If we can get Twin-Headed Thunder, if we can get a dragon, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon is immediate. Okay. I see what's happening here. Pretty sure I've got some in the bag. Yeah, we win next turn. Despite how the deck was trying to play me. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm hoping Jono bricks. Okay. We get out of that one. Alright, not bad. Castles of Dark Illusion is not a good card. Spirit of the Mountain, Great Mammoth. Mammoth's not bad. Great Mammoth is fine, I guess. It's not a card I would play, but it will replace Mystical Capture Jar. Got a lot of defense monsters. A lot of good defense. Not a whole lot of bulk. Not a whole lot of swings. Easy. Alright, so. What, here? Oh, the defense one, I guess. I'm gonna take a chance here. At worst, Millennium Shield's gonna just not work. Haha, Mystical Sand. We got women. Woman plus Labyrinth Wall equals Mystical Sand. All day, every day, twice on Sunday. So, let me speak about Red Eyes. Red Eyes has 2 important fusions, which make up 2 of the 5 Power 5. Meteor Dragon gives me Meteor Black Dragon, and Summon Skull, if you've seen from the show, will equal Black Skull Dragon. So those 2 cards are really nice, particularly Meteor Black Dragon, because Meteor Black Dragon is 35 hundo. Very few cards. There's only 2 cards in the game that can beat it outright. Technically 1. The other doesn't win. By the way, we win right now. So that's how that turns out. Okay. We BCD'd Villager 1, so the fact that we now got SA Pal, we get to see what he was what he was holding out. Kaiser Dragon. Okay. I see you had sauce that you made me struggle for. Kaiser Dragon, Pendulum Machine. The Kaiser Dragon actually is more than warranted to get rid of the Great Mammoth. That's fusion. Oh, 2 of them even? Oh, Royal Guard, get out of here. You know, the Harvest Feather Dust is not horrible. We get rid of Key Mace for that. So right now, so what I'm doing right now is what is called filtering. I'm trying to figure out who has sauce, who does not. Right now, we got sauce. What I'm trying to find right now is any of the Power 5. The Power 5 is as follows, from weakest to best. Black Skull Dragon, 32 hundo. Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, 35 hundo, does lose to the, Meteor Black Dragon. Meteor Black Dragon, 35 hundo. Gate Guardian, 3750. Ultimate Blue Eyes, 45 hundo. All of those are the Power 5. If we can get one of those, we're in business. Oh, by the way, Geki, I want more of those. I want more. I want to make sure that I can just wipe the field indiscriminately. Not indiscriminately. Discriminately. I want to win. I do not want to lose. I hate to lose in this game. Alright, villagers. Another Dark Hole. Oh, another twin-headed Thunder Dragon, as well as Thunder Material. That'll get rid of Gaia the Fierce Knight. And at this point, we get rid of the last useless card, so. The reason... you know what? Should I run Gaia the Fierce Knight right now? Yeah, run those over the flames. Get rid of Firegrass, play the Dark Hole. A sweeper is a sweeper, 3 Dark Holes. It will save the game if we're in trouble. Right now, I do not like this opening hand. What are you going to do? You gonna deck scan? Oh, you didn't deck scan. Early Flame Ghost, though. Hey, everybody! Embrace your inner Yugi. We have the Dark Magician. If you are a fan of this guy right here, we do have Magician of Black Chaos, or MBC. Yeah, get you behind defense mode. And we have Gaia the Fierce Knight. I swear, I am not Yugi. I am not Yugi Moto. We could have lost that right there, but no big deal. We win those. Necromancer at the time, Necrolord at the time. Alright. Garma Sword, okay. That's not bad. Garma Sword's not bad. It'll get rid of that last little rat that I had. Dark Energy, that's actually good. Get rid of the laser cannon. That'll work for Zeradament. Book of Secret Arts. Nope, can't run that. Alright, so. Keynote fact. Things can go south if you mess up here. Garma Sword's gonna be enough. I think unless Kaiba decides to, Seto decides to bust out Gaia the Dragon Champion, which he's not. We're just gonna get a magical ghost. Really, man? Garma Sword! Now I'm gonna put him on blast. Defense mode all day, every day, twice on Sunday. We're gonna eventually gonna have to put the women back where they go. Back in the card sleeves, because some of the nastier cards are about to start showing up, and we don't really want fusions. There's the woman though that I really want to see. I have dubbed her Yas Queen, aka Cosmo Queen. She is incredibly strong, and I do have the support for her right now. 2 dark energies will be more than enough. Barrel Rock. Remember, we do not have to worry about the Haishin 1 rematch. Black Dragon Jungle King. Okay, that'll do. That'll get rid of the Petite Dragon. Seto Kaiba, you're not giving me my sauce. Your BCD might have been the Zera the Man, but I'm not fishing for it. I'm not trying to do all that. Alright, we have Battle Duster, so we're good. Right now, there's not a whole lot that I'm worried about right now. At least finishing up this section of the game. Rex and Weevil is not going to give me what I want. I'll take it. What I am going to say, though, is that Simon had sauce. Simon's getting a second look. Simon's getting a second look. Maybe Jono. Done, Greg, by the way. We win now. Maybe? Not enough on the table. We're 100 points shy. So, when you start playing the randomizer and you skip the spoiler log, yes, every seed comes with a spoiler log. That spoiler log will tell you the drop rates of how the cards come out. So, there's certain cards that I'm pretty sure it's going to be on certain locations, like common, rare, secret rare, ultra rare, and you're not seeing it here. Mystic Lamp? Ugh. Not a fan of that. Alright, Rex, tell me you got sauce. Magic Labyrinth doesn't do me any good. I already got the Dark Holes. Sorry, Rex. You lack sauce. You lack the sauce that I'm looking for. Simon's gonna be the only rematch. Simon's gonna be the only one I'm going back for. Yes, indeed, Jackson. The one in 1,000 duels here. There's that one card. Always that one card. You never like it. You never want to see it in that tier. And the Cocoon of Evolution. Weevil, stop. We win next turn. Just putting it out there. There's not a card in Weevil's deck that can beat us. Especially Jiraiya. Maybe Great Moth would have been a thing, but that's far too late. You know what? Screw it. For the fun. For the fun. Wicked Worm Beast. Get slacked. And that'll do. Alright, so we probably got one more duel before we can get to stepping. Secretarian of Secrets. Sorry about that. Harpy Lady, Soul Sisters. Weevil, you lack the sauce. You lack the sauce. You lack everything I want. You're not getting a revisit. Well, hi, Gecky. I will gladly use you again. Especially if I need to win. Especially if a win's on the table. Especially if there's a win on the table. We win in 2. Unless... Okay, so if Blackluster Soldier shows up, we win now. Otherwise, we win, guaranteed win next turn. Sad, we don't get it. We win next turn, regardless. What I'm looking for from Simon is, I am looking for what he had, that package. I like his package. Unfortunately, nobody else. The Zero the Man play is kind of gonna be that loose end that I want to keep. You know what? No, just no. Get him out of here. Pack him up. I love it. I love it. Pack him up. All right. FSA pal. We already know. We already know the deal. Empress Judge. That would be great if I didn't have to worry about it. All right, Simon. Come on. Alright, Simon. Alright, Simon. Simon pulled through. Simon pulled through. Both of the Ladies of Faith are gone. Simon pulled up. Oh, Simon pulled up hard. Great work, Simon. Great work. Great work, Simon. We're out of here. Gain 2.5 minutes here. Let's see if we can get some more time. Time for mine. My most regrettable card is Soul Sisters, which is Harpy Lady Sisters. Other than that, she does have Harpy Pet Dragon, but likely we're seeing that not in this duel. Especially not with this hand. Now we're looking for stuff to win the duel. My problem is I don't have... Huh? We win next turn. This is gonna be the fastest duel. Mai decided to be nice. Thanks, Mai. Dark energy works. Bring it. Pack him up. Pack her up. Get her out of here. Dark Titan. Yeah. Be salty in the corner. Go to the loser's corner. Alright. Keith. Keith is one of those ones that you'll never know what deck. He does have machines in his deck, but he's the type of person that'll make you hate your life if he came up wrong. Another Dark Magician. And Zara the Man. Okay, girl. Zoa, you can get to step in. That's the Dark Magician. Use A, you can go. That's Zara the Man. Ooh, Neko Girl? Oh, you're bringing girls to the party? And you know what? I am gonna get rid of this Royal Guard, and I'm gonna find that kunai with chain. I know I had one. Where is that kunai with chain? There we go. Okay, so the kunai with chain is gonna help out with the Blackluster Soldier. Right now, if plays work correctly, we may not need the Power 5. Guy the Fierce Knight. Here, kunai with chain. Better in the hands of mine than Joey Wheeler. Defense mode, because he sees the card. Okay, we have options here. You know what? We'll keep that power. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. So, to create Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, you need a dragon that is above 1600, which is... Okay, I saw what you tried to do, Keith. Okay, so I nearly forgot. That reminded me. Keith has access to Metal Zoa. And yeah, that's the thing. Good thing I caught it when I did. Shadow Ghoul, that would have been Wall Shadow. Okay, Keith, you're just bringing sauce today. Get him out of here. Meteor Black Dragon. Okay, Keith. You are definitely coming for another ride. That's one of the Power 5. Alrighty. So, time for us to talk about cutscenes. This is where Shadi comes in. Shadi's gonna go with this whole thing that I get to want to speak to the Pharaoh. Which, actually, the show does speak on a little bit more when Shadi shows up one of the few times and uses the Millennium Key. In this case, Shadi's gonna actually more or less, he's gonna want to meet him here, and Atem's gonna be like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, indeed, Jackson, nice. So right now, we're gonna go through a lot of exposition, lore dumping. You're now in the mine prison, and there he is. The myth, the legend, the Pharaoh, Atem. Fun fact, Atem backwards is meta, which is the reason why he always wins his duel, nearly wins every one of his duels. That and writers were being lazy towards season 5, but that's a gripe for another time. Let's continue with the focus at hand. This is our next duel, by the way. Shadi is our next duel, and when we go back to Egypt, he will be our mentor. That will be a kind of a focal point for the early portion of Egypt too. Or mages, as I call them. Come on, Joey. Thank you. Announcer, let's get this party going. I got a Meteor Black Dragon to add to the deck. Please and thank you. Let's see. One Meteor Black Dragon. Okay. This is gonna be rough. That gets rid of the Millennium Shield. Okay, so Keith has Meteor Black Dragon. This card with Salamandra is disgusting. Not liking this opening though. Shoddy does have access to Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon himself on Fusion. Oh, Pumpkin King. Wait, just a regular Pumpkin. Alright, I guess. Oh, Twin-Headed Thunder. Thank God. You know what? We'll do this. Alright, so normally I don't like doing triple fusions if I can just do it in 2. But I need to advance the cards. So what I just did is called card advancing. Basically, if you basically burn cards, that's card burning. Card advancing is when you make fusions to make better cards. The problem with card advancing is that card advancing takes too much time. Like, this is a fusion, quick fusion. Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. We got 2 of those. We win. 5,600 on the table. Now we have to worry though, because we're about to get to the part of KCC where a run can either go absolutely sideways, or in cases of the next after this duel we're gonna win, can outright end the duel. And it also ends the run. So now we start collecting cards, collecting pieces. So give me your keys, give me the key to the back door, and give me your scales. Now I got your items. 3 of 7 done. Next order of business. Alrighty. For those in Great Britain, the base character in the entire show, Bakura. Let's see what I'm looking at here. Another Royal Guard. Armor Cannon, Tripwire Beast. Okay, Tripwire Beast is what I'm looking for. So, for those who don't know, I'm trying to limit the amount of useless fusions I'm looking for. What I'm not trying to see is a Labyrinth Wall. A Labyrinth Wall hard stops me for a while. Never mind. Never mind. Zera the Man's out. Zera the Man's here, so Zera the Man's gonna come in and pull damage. That's gonna be a Labyrinth Wall. There's no way he has cards to win. There's Zera the Man. We win next turn. Without Battle Sphere. Okay. I gotta risk that. I gotta risk Zera on that one. Regardless, we win next turn. We are gonna lose a little bit of time because of the cutscene, but it is what it is. Dark Magician's fine. We win. Pretty standard, outside of maybe a little bit of scanning for the deck. Not much we can do about that. Aqua Snake. Ugh. Alright, so we got a little bit of time back. We lost a little bit of time, but not incredibly horrible. By the way, thanks for the piece of jewelry. I will gladly take the ring, which looks like a dream catcher. Now we get to the hard part. Run killers. Pegasus has Meteor Black Dragon. Isis has, or Ishizu has Black Skull Dragon. And Kyber has Blue Eyes. Okay. Neko Gao 2, gotta go for that. I'm not happy. Pegasus has a 2% chance to say, your run dies now. He has a 2% chance, and now we're gonna see if the 2%'s on it. Last card. Likely a pass. Yep, he's gonna let us through. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have avoided crisis. That's probably Berkeley Box. Oh, prevent Red. Okay, he let us pass. So, every duelist for the rest of KCC has a well, a 3% chance in Pegasus, a 4% chance on Ishizu, and a 9% chance on Kaiba to say, I'm bringing out my best card. So right now, we are literally holding out to basically hope that the odds are not against us. Not gonna matter, it's fine. Yamadron, not really caring about that. Darkman should be good. Alright. Wicked Mirror we don't need. Okay, so that's gonna be his Millennium Eye, which I'm pretty sure in the actual anime it did kill him. Losing his eye to Bakura did kill him. Not gonna lie. Alright, Ishizu. But in-game they call her Isis. Alright, the Millennium Necklace is now on the line. Black Skull Dragon is also in her deck. Electric Snake, there's 2 of those. That's really good. That means we can now get rid of the Hanawa and the Gringle. Another play. Okay, so now we're starting to get to the point where we can start fusing Twin-Headed Thunder Dragons at will. But we do not have the cards necessary to make it the end-all, be-all. But this is a start. She can tell us no, right now. That's not a good look. Never mind, we pass. Alright. Oh, I hate her so much, because she scares you. She has an entirely C deck, but she'll scare you by putting out the first card. Starting now, duelists will start hand scanning, meaning they will scan your opening hand and look to see what you're gonna open, what your opening hand is, and respond in kind. I'm playing it safe. Catapult Circle. I could have actually won right there. It's alright. I could have won right there. That's on me. This is gonna be a bad. This is a bad. This is, well, I'm not gonna say it's a bad duel. Compared to my personal best, this is horrible. But it is what it is. Alright, that gets rid of that. Now we got Seto Kaiba. Seto Kaiba. Seto Kaiba. Alright. Seto Kaiba has a 9 to 10% chance of bringing out a Blue Eyes opening hand. We do not want to see that Blue Eyes. At least not without an answer. So Genjin. It's actually not horrible. That will replace Guy. That replaces Guy to Fierce Knight. Mystical Moon doesn't help. Dragon Seeker don't care. Okay. If we do not have a defensive card, it's very possible that this could end. If we get a card that we need, we might win. I am not happy about this. I need to see what his card's gonna be. He's definitely deck scanned. He definitely hand scanned. Is he gonna let us pass? Oh! Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. He's gonna let us pass. Let's go, folks. We're out of here. Bum! Get him out of here. We win next turn. Doesn't even matter. I got a Dark Magician waiting in the back. Unless that's a Blue Eyes, we win. Oh yeah, right to defense mode. And I'm just gonna ensure it. If this is not a Millennium Shield, we're winning this now. Metal Guardian, we win. We win those. We didn't really gain or lose a whole lot of time there. We're done with KCC, by the way. So now we're done with KCC. We're done with KCC. Now we're back to, now we start the mage chapter, but we gotta do a little bit of homework. All right, Mokuba, let's go and talk about some stuff here. So now this is where things start to get absolutely sideways. I do not have the means right now to beat the following two duelists. With what I currently have, I cannot beat Kapora, and there's a very good chance if I don't get another Meteor Black Dragon, I cannot beat Anubis's. I need to beat those two and get better sweepers than the Dark Hole in order for me to be able to at least survive. Because, fun fact, Kapora is one of the worst duels in the game. He's considered the third... how did I do that? He's the third hardest duelist in the game, and he's right before, on my path, he's right before taking on the Big Six. Alright, so now we go to Mage Soldier. Mage Soldier has a couple nasty cards, but not a whole lot that we can worry about. Seto Kaiba, you didn't bring me sauce. How dare you? No sauce on that sauce you had. You know what? I am not playing games. I'm gonna use the Dark Energy, call that a day. I would like more Dark Energy, but I've forgot my dueling strat for that, but that's fine. I think it's double Yami for that. Twin Ended Thunder Dragon. Easy enough. We win next turn. Jiragumo. Okay, so commonly he will have the Jiragumo. Next turn. Not gonna play any chances here. I'm just gonna break that. The gold goil. So right now, we are looking like we can probably get out of here relatively simply. Alright, so we don't get the split until after we search. I need to see the map. Split. Alright, so before we do anything else, out of the area, back over to Shoten. Alright, so Card Crew 2 is going to be very simple to understand. Card Crew 2 will have Jono 2, Tana 2, Villager 1, Villager 2 rematch, and Villager 3 is going to be like, I'm not all about that life. I only collect cards now. But, look at the map. That's going to be his deal, but we won't be able to get the split until after we talk to Villager 3. Because what he does is he changes, I believe, that might be a myth, but I think he changes the drop rate for one of the two duelists. Not quite sure. I think it's just more along the lines of maybe story reasons. So let's not put that myth as fact. Alright. So in order for us to face off in the rematches with those guys, we need to go to the old spot. The old duel grounds. Alright, we're going in. Jono gives us a little bit of an update, letting us know that while we were away, the mages decided to be absolute people and cause problems. We will be taking on Jono first, because faster that way. Alright, Mage Soldier, what you got? What you got me? Laser arm cannon, we don't need. If we can get a nothing over here. Okay. If we can get access to perfectly ultimate Great Moth, those cannons could be enough to beat ultimate. Okay, double dark holes is not what I wanted to see. I'm gonna advance the field. So I'm gonna burn, actually. I'm gonna actually burn. Jono, you have not learned. You have not learned since last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I needed a refresh. Sorry. So I don't need the dark holes right now. They're one of those cards that they're nice to have if you're in trouble. If you're not in trouble, we don't really care too much about those. They're just dead cards in hand. Alright. I would rather the mountain at this point, but you know, whatever. Gnats. Not a fan of the gnats. Curse Breaker. Okay. Curse Breaker is not a bad card. It's very good if they want to boost, but more often than not, a lot of the duels will not have, like, duelists that are capable of boosting. 3 Salamandra. Oh, Jono, thank you, my boy. So, what you just saw right there is one of the best cards in the game, Widespread Ruin. It is basically, hi, you want to attack me? Break that first. That is basically what it boils down to. Tyhone, I don't need anymore. Put down the Thousand Dragon for a little bit more safety. Salamandra, until we get more Meteor Black Dragons, that Salamandra is not going to be any relevance to us. That's not a good card. It's not good until we get more Meteor Black Dragons. Okay, we win these. We win these. So what Widespread Ruin is Dark Witch. I like that joke. Alright, so Widespread Ruin is a nasty little trap that what it does is when they're about to swing for damage or swing at a monster, they end up taking the trap and down one monster, down a creature on their side. We take those. We take those all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. By the way, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon online. That's dual. Fun, and also, this is also part of the story duels as well because both Jono and Taya also have rematches in Free Duel. They have the rematches in Free Duel that we can play with. Now, Villagers 1 and Villagers 2 does not, but they do have optional battles here that we're going to take. Alright. Go off the side, let somebody else play. I'm on the table, and you're not. Tier 2... The Yami's not a bad play. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, the Yami's not a bad play. I think I'm going to get rid of the Dark Hole for the Yami. I'll keep a Dark Hole, but I want to eventually see if I can get 2 Yamis, so I can get a fuse into a Dark Energy, which will help for another duel. Excuse me. Early fuse. That's gonna be Minamushi. Defense. Oh, no. You can't do that. You can't play that. How dare you? Alright. So, we win next turn. Just saying. As long as I see a Geki, we can win next turn regardless. Geki kind of speeds the process up. Actually, hold on. Just like that. Rabbit Horseman, which don't really care. Put him back on the bench. Alright, build you 2. Ultimate Dragon Ritual. Okay, Mega Ball. We like the Mega Balls. We like the Mega Balls. That gets rid of Mushroom Man. Axe of Despair, Kaiser Dragon. Don't need the Axe of Despair. Axe of Despair, if I was running Sogenjin exclusively, yes. Otherwise, no. So, you're about to see the majesty that is Meteor Black Dragon. 35 to the face will lead to 21 right into your mouth. We win. We win. Just like that. 68 on the table. That's gonna be a fast. We're done talking to you. We're putting you out of business. Get him out of here. Now remember, we do not get we are not splitting until after we get done talking to the old man. Another dark hole, by the way. We gotta at least initiate the talk. There. Side. And now we start collection 2. Now, disproportionate, collection 2 is not gonna be as fast because, well, this was one of my best runs. So my personal best was there. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, let's start with mine. I already know Keith has sauce. Not what I was looking for. Villager 2 doesn't need to be looked. Simon could be looked at again. I admit Simon could get looked at again. So we can look at Simon again. Honestly, our big thing here is I want to see if I can get 2 more twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Really, Mai? I want to see if I can get 2 more Meteor Black Dragons. But at the same time, what I'm also looking for is possible stronger cards from the other duelists because reasons. 2 more Meteor Black Dragons will help out a lot, and what I also want to see is maybe a Shadow Spell or 2, a couple of Regekis. You know, we got the wish list coming on right now. Also, pay no attention to the time. I already know that the time's going to be absolutely disproportionate to what we're looking for right now. Another Zera the Mant ritual, though Zera the Mant is also goated. Another Zera the Mant and a Gate Guardian ritual. Zera the Mant, though. A Zera, though. Sure, that gets rid of a Dark Magician, surprisingly enough. Okay, Mai. Alright, Mai. You're not getting looked at again. But thanks for that third Zera the Mant. If we can get something that'll help out Fiends, oh, best believe. Do not like this opening hand. Alright, Keith's gonna give us some problems. That's a Zera. That is a Zera. That is a Zoa. Oh, the Butcher? Okay, never mind. Don't like this. I'm gonna have to burn a card. I cannot afford to get hit again. That's Darkhole. AKA the reset button. Oh, he waited for the twin-headed. Ah, this is gonna be bad. This is bad. I should have waited on that one. This could be dual. Or maybe not. Hold the check. If you're gonna swing into it. Nope. He field scanned. Yeah, he field scanned. So what? Like I said, he field scanned as soon as I put Zera the Mant down. BCD for sure, meaning that I'm gonna have to go back into him again to get a better play. We're not winning next turn. We'll win the following turn. Thank you for coming out today, going late. 3 Blackluster Soldiers. Why do you now come out to play now? Why now? I swear. RNGesus hates me this seed. RNGesus hates me this seed. We win now, but ugh. This is BCD. Get him out of here. Pack him up. We're gonna try that again. Alright, so good to know that, Keith BCD didn't have anything. Okay, where were you last hand? Nothing Keith has speeds. Really? Interesting. Into Zera Damet. And Zera holds more work. Alright, so I do have a kunai with chain. I'm not about to do that right now. We'll get Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. This will guarantee win here. As soon as we play with Gaia. I do want to get rid of Gaia the Fierce Knight if I can get another Garma Sword. Thinking about it, I might need to figure out where that Garma Sword was at, because I'm thinking Simon may have had the Garma Sword. Maybe Weevil. I'm gonna have to do another investigation on that, because Garma Sword is really, really good, especially with Kunai with Chain. Blacklusted Soldier's better, but we already have enough Blacklusted Soldiers. We have a max of those. Alright. That takes care of Keith. Come on, Keith. Dancing Elf. We'll come back to him in a second. I want to see what shot he has. Come on, Meteor Black Dragon. Alright. Meteor Black Dragon's either on the rare or super rare location. Not a good play. Zera the Met, though, we take those. Especially with a Geki on hand. We win those. We take those. We take those. Fusion. Stone D. Another Zera the Met. We win next turn. Alrighty, so like I said, there's not gonna be a whole lot going on here. We're just gonna be waiting for one of these numbers. He's done. Next. Alright. Come on, Shotten. Come on, Shotty. Come on. Give me something I want. Another Barrel Rock. Time for the Barrel Rock. Bakura's next. Cursed Dragon, that's not bad. Tripwire Beast is not horrible. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 on the table, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7. I got 7, yeah. Okay, problem is I can't fit anymore. I can't fit anymore. Not giving me what I want. I bet you all the equipment's gonna be locked behind, I don't know, mages, because Megamorph's gonna be a problem. Oh, hi! Bakura, prepare for that beatdown. Prepare for the Jiggly beatdown. Ugh. Do we win next turn is the question. Ugh. I do not know what that card is waiting up there. Might be an equip. Nope, it is not. Whatever it is, I don't care. Meteor Black Dragon's breaking down a wall. Oh, Spirit of the Heart. Oh, come on. Come, Bakura. Gotta do a little better than that, my boy. First, a Trihorn Dragon. That's another ritual card that we'll never use. Pegasus. Eternal Rest. A Trihorn Dragon. That actually does gets us a that's a black. That is going to be a Dark Magician replacement. So Genshin is next, though. You're probably wondering, why am I keeping the Garma Sword? Garma Sword actually has a use with Kunai with Chain. Though I gotta remember where the Kunai with Chain character was. Oh, no, the beginning of Black Dragon. Excellent work. Excellent. Pegasus is gonna check. If that is what I think he is, he's checking. He field scan. We win. Because of the two dark energies, we are really looking pretty good right now. Mercury box, that's kind of on point. So the play that we're gonna be looking at here, by the way, we win next turn. The play that we're gonna look at here is Simon may have those dark energies. That's what I'm kind of looking at right now. Garma Sword. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just gonna blast on through, which is a Meteor Dragon. And then just give him the business. Garma Sword with the hit. And then Meteor Black Dragon. We're gonna go back to Keith, see if we can farm like 2 more, and then we're gonna keep it moving. I think that's probably gonna be the play because I don't think there's anything else stronger. I don't think we're gonna get to anything stronger without having to really look far. Harpy's Pet Dragon. Not a fan of that. So Harpy's Pet Dragon would have been a great one, but I got Kaiser Dragons and Red Eyes, I guess, so Actually, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna see if she actually busts out the card that I'm hoping she doesn't. Oh! Never mind. Well then, never mind. We win next turn. Free eats. Free eats. Shizu's gonna go and... Yep, right to defense mode. Honestly, I'm not about to go infuse. I got Win on board. And that's gonna be a Aqua base monster. Yep. The man-eating shark is gone. You have munched your last meal. That'll take care of you, Shizu. Mystical Moon again. I'm not too keen on that. All right, Kyber boy, let's see what you got. Vile Germs, Power of Kaishin. The Power of Kaishin's not bad, but it's not good either. Another Sogenjin. Is there any replacement I can make that doesn't hurt me with that? Maybe the Roaring Sea Snake. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is more of a stretch, more of a reach. This is a reach. Let's hope that reach doesn't get me in trouble. We're not punished. I'm gonna see what he's sitting on. I wanna see what he's sitting on. Last card. Interesting. That's the Blue Eyes. He's checking. Oh, he's checking. Do not like this. I need to advance the table. Need to advance the table because I need to see what he's sitting on. That was a check. That's Blue Eyes. Yep. Ooh, a double. Okay. Not a fan of this. He does have a Regeki on the in deck. Is he going to do what I think he is? Okay, Zeraman's not winning that. Okay, that's a defense card. Armor Sword? That's not what I want. I need to advance the table. I need to either find something that'll be able to something that's gonna be able to stop those Blue Eyes dead in their tracks. Shadow Spell. Oh, yeah, the Shadow Spell! Now he's gonna break it. This could be a problem. This could be a serious problem moving forward. Okay, losing facial mage. It's 2 blue eyes in one of those. Holy smokes. Thank you! Screw it, bitch! Get him out of here! Pack him up! We got this. Stay put. We take these. Alright, that was a mistake. What you got? Alright, we're out of there. Whew! Close call. One more blue eyes and we're in trouble. Nope, he ain't playing. Good. We can get out of this. Pack him up. BCD for sure. That is definitely a BCD. And I can tell you right now, I'm not going back to Kaiba. Kaiba already showed that his SA power is absolute trash. Okay, Kaiba. You did not want to take the L, so you decided to blow up the field. You know what? I would have done the same. I would have done the same. I would have done the same. BCD. I ain't coming back to you. No way, Jose. I ain't touching you again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. The sigh that you just heard was the sigh of you're sitting on a card I like. The Crush card. So for those who don't know what the Crush card is, it is basically a more restrictive Rageki. Basically put, check if any cards are in the field, let's make it work. By the way, it kills anything over 1500 on the field, whether it's face down or not. It's a card. It's a really good card. Really? Get him out of here. 1750. If I can get 3000, I can get it. Not quite. Not quite. We win next turn though. Oh, excuse. And like I said, my personal best was I had literally Gate Guardian after 1, so it wasn't even a thing. You know what? We win next turn. Don't matter. Check. Oh, we win the check. Get him out of here. Come up. So that's what the Crush card does. It allows me to see if there's anything over 1500 attack. And in his case, yeah, we did. You know what? Swords of Revealing Light's not a bad... At this point right now, I think Swords of Revealing Light's not the worst thing. It does give me a chance to hold up things. So that hole's not really needed. This will give me time to think about how I'm going to cook for Swords of Revealing Light. Easy enough. So right now, we're about to start. Once we get out of here, there is no return. It is the point of no return. We must play, we must win. Every duel is a nail biter. Every match can easily go south. What I'm gonna do is Simon and Keith are gonna be my 2 big farm points for the next, I don't know. After this one, the next 3 duels apiece. If I can leverage that, I'm good. I got bored, so that's fine. Get him out of here. Alright, Jono 2, come on. Come on, my boy. Tell me what I got. Sword Stalker's not a good card now. Cards like Sword Stalker and all them, good in early game, not good late game. Nothing. 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 Ugh. And I got nothing for Taya. Labyrinth Wall is gonna be a big problem for me. Right to defense mode. Thanks. Alright, good. That's her ace, by the way. That's her ace. Okay, she's now going defense mode. 2 twin-headed Thunder Dragons. If we can get a card, we win next turn, I guess. Not the second best card. Not the most graceful of collections, because we're not getting out of here yet. I need some sauce, some kind of power. I need power. Unfortunately, I'm getting very limited power. I would like to get the Sengenjin out of here on the deck, but we're gonna need some really good cards for that to happen. Alright, we're good here. Spirit of the Winds. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Simon and we're going back to Keith. Revolution, another Yami. Okay. Second Yami is fine. In this case, we get rid of the mountain for that. So now we have another dark energy. This will replace other dark energies and other cards until we can get something going. Thank you, Simon. That's a good start. Really? We win next turn. What I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for a way to either get another dark energy, another kunai with chain, something that's gonna be interesting enough to make things work. The Mulan Curry. Mulan. The Mulan Curry. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of you prolonging matches. We are going back to Keith in a moment. I do want to check what I got here. Yukinshin Howard. Another Millennium Shield, which we don't really need. Stain Storm we don't need. Blackluster Soldier we already got. The third Yami is not really required. We got Blackluster Soldier already on the menu. I don't think we get anything else. I do need to... Actually, was it Villager 2 or Villager 3 that had something that was very interesting? One of those two had something. And I'm gonna figure out what. Alright, Keith, let's go. We win next turn, by the way. Spirit of the Heart, we do not care, nor do we need. Next turn. Let him out. You know you're about to catch it. You know you're about to catch it. Behold! Oh. Alright, here we go. War Lion Ritual, we don't need. Meteor Dragon. Okay. I understand now. The reason why I'm accepting Meteor Dragon is because I have a Red Eyes. That'll give me access to Meteor Black Dragon, so technically we have two. One fusible form. That's easy enough. Defense mode, come on, get us something good. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, that's fine. We win next turn. Mystical Elf. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. Regardless. I'm not gonna waste any time with that. Get out of here. Meteor Dragon or Meteor Black Dragons is what we're looking at. And right now, Keith has at least both of them in hand. So he's sitting on them on SA Pal. Dark Shade again. Hit it again. Another Wall Shadow. A Spellbinding Circle as well. Okay. So we're gonna do a little pivoting here. Wall Shadow is not bad. Wall Shadow's not horrible. That'll get rid of the Shogenjin, by the way. Honestly, I don't really care. Spellbinding Circle's nice, and it does, if I can get a few more, that could turn into Shadow Spell, which means we can neuter things. It's just not enough for me to go out here and say, yeah, that's gonna be, that's the stuff, that's the sauce. That's not enough to get the sauce. Twin-headed? Are you gonna swing into that? Alright. That happened. Kaiser Dragon. Hit the Kaiser. Hit him with the Kaiser. Then hit him with the Trihorn Dragon. He did a field scan. So, again, field scan is gonna be one of those things that's gonna be a big problem. What I'm worried about moving into mages is starting with high mage Anubises. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be very honest, I don't like it. They're gonna deck scan. Really? Next turn. Alright, so. Oh, I had enough on the table. I could have played it safer. Alright, it's whatever. So. No, I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to do this. Let me put him out of his misery. So, when a duelist is deck scanning, they're gonna scan the deck to see what cards you have. Once they check what's cards in your deck, it now gets spread upon every other duelist in the game. One more Meteor Black Dragon. Thank God, I needed that. That'll get rid of the Trihorn Dragon. And you're probably wondering, why are you keeping Zero the Man? Because Zero the Man actually can use Dark Energy. Trihorn Dragon cannot. Speaking of power, I would have killed for that kind of hand. Good God. And we get a Necrogal. Necrogal come swing. High. That's 4,000 straight to the grill, which turns to 21. That's duel. That's game. So now, remember those 3 salamanders I was sitting on? Yep, now they become very relevant. Because now we got the sauce. We have the sauce. Alright, so what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for that third one. Nope, no good. Run it back. The entire run now hinges on getting that last Meteor Black Dragon, because after that, I now pivot my equipment for Meteor Black Dragon as well. Yeah, Twin-headed Thunder Dragon right from the start. He's not gonna, if he has the Metal Zoa, we're in trouble, which he will fuse for. Metal Morph plus Zoa. Carbasword? What are you? Dark? Do you work with this? You do. Okay. So this actually gives us a little bit of an opening here. Garmasword, if I could have found where another Garmasword was at, this could actually be a very good pivot from like the Wall Shadow. Because with that, I can put in Dark Energy, give him a little bit of that boost, and we're done. By the way, we win now. Oh, we win now because Blackluster Soldier's here. So Blackluster Soldier is going to be that pivot card that we're going to need. But he's only a placeholder until we can get, like, Twin-Headed Thunder, until we get a Perfectly Ultimate Great Morph or better. These body heat, that's for dinos, and dinos are not really that good in Rando. Alright, we're looking for the last one. Let's go. No good. Run it back. Alright, so seeing that, I believe Meteor Black Dragon is likely on the secret rare. He's likely on secret rare, but not low enough to be ultra rare. Well. You already know what time it is. Don't look surprised. You already know what time it is. Alright, next. We win now. Oh, we win now. We win now. This can go south in a hurry if we do not get the card we need. I don't like that key mace look. Okay, we're out of here. We're done here. That's the last Soul Genjin. Alright, here we go. I do have to do one more substitution. The Salamanders are going to need to be in play. From here on out, now we're getting into this. We're getting into the home stretch here. Every card here has to have a reason to be in the deck. Those 3 Salamanders are going to be the big thing here. So, double Yamis are gone. One of my Labyrinth Walls is gone. That'll beat the 3 Salamanders. There's nothing else I can do. Let's start. For Shrine, we're gonna start with mages. If it ain't any of the Power 5, another Sweeper, or Megamorph, or Bright Castle, I don't want it. I do not want it. Early Salamandra. There we go. That's what we're gonna be looking for throughout the rest of this game. Stuff like that. When I would chain. We win next turn. We win next turn. We win next turn. There is no way in God's green earth we lose this. At least not the forest. Dragon's gone. Burn the forest down, slash the trees, deforestation, at least in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's not a card he wins with. Or her in this case. I don't know, maybe that's a woman. And remember, we do have a pocket Meteor Black Dragon in the form of a fusion. Burger recipe we don't need. Alright, so now Anubis is scanning my deck as we speak. Anubis knows what's in my deck. He will now try this hand scan. That's his next thing. He'll field scan last. We're in trouble. We are in deep trouble starting now. He sees it too. Fake trap likely. I need to see if I can lure out a card. If I can lure out a card, I'll be alright. 2 cards down. He's not making any moves. Time to force his hand. One's a fake trap for sure. No, it's not. Interesting. Alright, so now he's gonna play a card up here. Is that what I think it is? That's Great Moth. Okay, that's not the worst thing. Not the worst one. I'm okay with that. Okay, I got a Geki. That don't matter. Get him out of here. He's gonna check. He'll break the wall shadow. That's fine. Do it again. I'm exhausting his resources. So that way Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon can safely get in. Alright, here we go. I'm waiting for Meteor Black Dragon. But Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon will do what I need him to do. Alright, next card. Another great... He is likely to have something stronger than Great Moth, but... No, he is not. He doesn't have anything stronger. Now we play. Now we go for the throat. What's that card? Millennium Golem. Okay, that means he defaulted to the Millennium Golem play. Alright. That is Anubis's. Woo! 1 down. That was the second hardest duel in for the key. That's the second hardest duel in mages, in early mages. All right, now we got the easiest duel in Martis. Martis has nothing but defense monsters. His mage is harder than him. Elegant Egotist. Metamorph. I thought it was the Megamorph. I was about to get happy. I was about to get real happy in the pants on that one. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But no. It ain't happening. Okay, so we already got a good start. But if a Labyrinth Wall comes out, we're in trouble. We're gonna have to play around that. Okay, Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, that's gonna be a big problem for later. Not a problem right now. We win next turn. This will be a quick desert. Now the question is, are you going into defense mode? Yep, you are. No. You're not getting away that easy. Alright, that's desert. That's desert. Now to Martis. Red Giant Sea Snake. We don't need any of those. Get him out of here. Alrighty. Martis. Defend yourself. Yes. I will. Dragon Capture Jar. That actually could be... Actually, as much as I hate to say it, that's another sweeper, and that's actually good to stop dragons. So, Swords of Revealing Light gone, because it will destroy all the opponent's dragons. We take those. This is going to be especially important for Kaiba. Facetto 2 and 3, respectively. I am not confident here. If a Labyrinth Wall is coming up, we get stalled by Martis. What is he doing? I'm gonna check. Yep, can't get through. Wait. I'm gonna need an indiscriminate clearer. Nope. Dark Magician. That'll be enough. That's enough to at least warrant some payback. I'm gonna advance the field. I want that Salamander online. Can't make a move. That Labyrinth Wall is gonna give me some issues for the foreseeable future. Alright. Advance the field again. One of the few times Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon is not useful. Mercury box. We are waiting for Meteor Black Dragon or a Sweeper. The minute we get either, the game is over. Stone D. That's whatever at this point. That's a whatever. Game over. Now we push. Get rid of that wall. Alright. We're gonna get out of Martis, but Martis wastes far too much time for my liking. Next. At this point, it doesn't really matter because whatever he has, I'm just gonna blow it up with the pumped up Blackluster Soul Hunter. This could still be SA PAL, but I doubt it. It might end up being a BCD or SA Tech. BCD. Yeah, that was a little sketchy. By the way, thanks for the scales. All right, now we need to go back to the hidden card shop. Oh boy, here we go. Mokuba, we have trouble. Now we get our next set of run killers. Labyrinth Mage and Seto 2. Labyrinth Mage has a 9% chance for that Gate Guardian to show up. And at least a 1 in 3 chance for any piece to show up. Kaze-Jin is not what I'm looking for. Muyang Curry is not it either. Thunder Dragon is, though. I'm gonna take the Thunder Dragon. This will get rid of the Mega Thunderball. Alright, here we go. What I'm trying not to see is the worst possible scenario. This is acceptable. This is acceptable. We do have a backup plan. Now the question is he starting with it? Second card. Nope. We pass. Oh, we pass. That's easy. That's an easy pickup. 4,500. That'll be enough. If we can get 2 of those in an opening hand like that, we always win. Oh, yeah, a twin of his own. Nice. Get him out of here. We win next turn. He's going right to defense mode. Check. Check. Yep. You'll never know what's in that card. Alright, so next order of business is going to be the actual puzzle. Necrolancer of the Time Lord. Alright, so right. This is where the curveball comes in. Left. Then another right. Split. Alright, now the Seto 2 fight. And also Taya is captured again. Well, captured for the first time. Now, if you went for any percent, you would have to go through Labyrinth Mage and then you see him, but you don't get to fight Seto 2. I don't see anything worth. Alright, trying to avoid the worst possible scenario. Likely a Blue Eyes is in the cards. A likely Blue Eyes is coming. Okay. Let's see what we do here. Is it a check? First card. Is he checking? Okay, we pass. Enough said. We win next turn, regardless of what happens. Give me that. Wall Shadow. Okay, Seto 2 just let us pass. He just let us pass. Let's get it going. Let's cook. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Bring it. Blackluster Soldier, that was his answer? Really? Was that your answer? Come here. Come hither. Come catch these hands. We're at a set of 2. The next 6 duels will be easy. By the way, we got some time back. Come and catch these hands. No boosts, just straight hands. We win these. Out we go. Let's continue the fun. On the sea. Alright, the second easiest duel. And with what we currently have, as long as we don't see Meteor Black Dragon, I think we'll be alright. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon is what I'm looking for right now for this set. Speaking of Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, we don't need any more, but thanks! I enjoy what you have. Nothing over here. Let's move on. Thanks. I enjoy the fun. Alright, Dragon Capture Jar's in play. If I can get another one, that'll really help out. Let's move on. We win next turn. Come here. Boulder Tortoise. Okay, okay. I respects that. I respects the play. But you're still about to catch these hands. Back to defense mode. Alright, get him out of here. Pack him up, get him out of here. We don't need C bother me any further. I'll check how I feel. I like some of you feel about this run. Alrighty, here we go. Another Sword Stalker we don't need. Yeah, things went south early. And we really haven't been able to gain a whole lot of time here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Summon Skull. That's a Black Skull Dragon right there. Unfortunately, the Summon Skull is not warranting enough to reserve a spot. Yeah, Black Skull Dragon is good, but not good enough to take a spot. We're in trouble. Actually, hold on. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me just see. Can we take this? His strongest card is Black Skull Dragon. We win those. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna let you shield. Are you serious? Bakura 2.0! Thank you! Should have seen it coming when he went in defense mode. Alright, that's gonna work my nerves. That's a Millennium Shield. So, know this! Millennium Shield's another big problem when we go into Metal Mage, when we go to the Sogen field, because that means that we always get smacked. We win now, but ugh. Get him there. That's Crab Turtle. Now, had I not had that Salamandra boost, that Crab Turtle would have had my number. Oh, Yaz Queen! Alright! You were sitting on the Yaz Queen pickup. By the way, I'll be taking that jewelry from off your neck. Please and thank you. Mountain. Alrighty. Where's Yaz Queen at? Another Thunder Dragon and Cosmo Queen. Okay, so I can tell you right now, Garma Sword's no longer needed. Actually, no, I had a Fierce Knight. No, get out of here. Get out of here. Sword, you still got play. Gaia, why are you in here? I don't know. Shoot. I'm okay with this. So, Cosmo Queen also works with, the Dark Energy. Not comfortable about this start. I'll tell you I can win, but not comfortable about the start, though. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. That is not what I wanted to say. Huh. Well, okay then. Just make it easy for me, I guess. We win next turn. Not gonna lie, this is gonna be really sticky. Yeah, I would say if I didn't have a fusion of my own. Alright. Pack them up, we win. Good thing I didn't want to use that Dragon Capture Jar, otherwise I would have to wait one more turn. Alrighty. I'm not trying to see Black Skull Dragon. There is a chance for a Meteor Black Dragon. There is a small chance that Atenza has the Meteor Black Dragon. A very small chance, but it's likely Black Skull Dragon. Alright, folks, here we go. Time to get going. Time to have a rumble at the summit. It's possible. It is possible. But we're gonna have to play carefully here. Opening card. Oh, wait a minute. Why opening card there? Okay. Do you just win next turn? Are you gonna let us pass? Wait, are you letting us pass? Wait, Atenza lets me pass? Normally he wants to be a bit of a pain. Really? Really? No! 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 Get him out of here! We win! We take those! We take those! Let's go! We're out of here! Bye, Atenza! 22 more seconds, return back to me, and that would be the ring! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the eye, and here comes the problem. Third hardest duel after this duel. This is a run killer. Enough. Wait, what? Okay. Okay. Karma Sword, you're gone. And you know what? Sea King gone. But now the question. 2 Cosmo Queens from Atenza. Okay, Atenza. I respects the hustle. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I have a queen. Not gonna play it yet. I wanna see what Atenza, I wanna see what Meadow brings first before we can decide that. Okay, that's shield. That's obvious shield. Now, we're gonna need a way to stop Gate Guardian if indeed the Gate Guardian is gonna be coming up. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew that shield was coming up. He was too quick to put that defense mode. Is he gonna swing though? No, he is not. Cosmo Queen, I guess. Did I miss something? Oh, we win those. Blah. Do we have another duel coming up? Let me just check it out. Okay. We win here, but... Give me a moment. See if Dark Moon's telling me to get to step in. Alright. Pausing. Hold on real quick. Well, I'm not getting the indication that I need to stop, so we continue. Hey, welcome in. All right, so here we go. Cora. Oh, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. Skull Knight's okay, but we're in trouble. All right, folks. Cross your fingers. If I brick, the run may die right now. This is gonna be tight. This is gonna get close. I need him to absolutely... Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is very bad. I'm gonna have to take a hit. No! Stop what you're doing. Cease and desist! Gaia the Fierce Knight. Oh, not what I want to say, but that's okay. Fine. A Gaia I can deal with the right card. Okay, question. Am I strong enough to stop Gaia? No. Do not need him fusing any more cards. Thank God! Oh, yes! Oh my God! He held up! Yes! Holy smokes, we might be able to get out of Kabora. Let's see what he's cooking. Okay, so he's gonna go after one of the twin-headeds. I'm fine with that. What's the second card? Alrighty. Okay, we might be able to win this. I'm gonna need to hold up long enough. Don't need him getting any more ideas. Okay, he kills the other one. I have a couple in the hand. Okay. Thank you. We're out of here! Get that bum out of here! Swords are revealing like he stalls! No! He stalls! Why? Why? Why do you do this to me? Why? Oh, why do you do this to me? Another Gaia the Fierce Knight. It's not like he can kill me now. He's going after the wall. That's fine. Better pray I can't get out. Better pray I can't get out. Oh. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for one. I'm going to wait for that one. Let's go. Got a little bit of a surprise for you if you want to play that game. Come on. Great defense mode. You know you can't stop me. Got an idea. Watch this. I'm gonna bait him. Got you. Not a card in this deck. Yo, swords are gone. Alright, let's try dissecting this field. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, let's check this out. Harpy's Pet Dragon, we don't want those. Next, I want to check this card. Illusion Faceless Mage, that's fine. Let's keep it moving. Come on, give me something I need. Yes! Get him out of here! Holy smokes, we get out of this duel! We get out of Kapora! Holy smokes, get out of here! Get him gone! Get him gone! The third hardest duel is gone! And yes, Seto, thanks for congratulating us. Get out of here! Alright, Big Six time. Sebek and Neku are now starting. Oh. That duel always puts me on pins and needles. Alrighty. Things can go absolutely south if I cannot beat Haishin 2. Haishin 2 is considered the fourth hardest duelist, but I do have ways to deal with him. Oh my god, the Metal Zoa play. You actually came clutch. My wall shadows are gone. Okay, Metal Zoa is a systematically a Blue Eyes with metal. We'll be able to get out of here if we play carefully. I am wondering what you're sitting on early. Skull Knight will likely be a get your booty smacked. Okay. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon, that's fine. I'm gonna check what's up in that card. Widespread Ruin? Acid Trap Hole. Ooh, ew. An early acid. Cannot condone that. No sir. I think you didn't have it. Ooh, Yacht Queen. Launch a spider? Okay, that's fine. We win next turn. Really don't like this play here, but I'm gonna play it safe. I don't know what's that card. Another launcher. We get him out of here. All right, that's Sebek. Real good. Sebek's down. Now for Neku. That's a Blue Eyes White Dragon. That actually is good. With another kunai with chain. Okay, we have some play here. There is a play here. Labyrinth Wall is gone. That'll come in for the where is he? Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now for the kunai with chain. Honestly, I'm gonna get rid of one of my electric snakes. That kunai with chain may well be the key feature needed to win this duel, especially if Blackluster Soldier comes to play. Blackluster Soldier can likely win duels. I like where we're starting here. I got two ways of answering to dragons. Two dragon stoppers we have. We have those. That is... Oh, ew. Are you going to hit me know you're checking. You are checking. I saw the check. Let me wreck you. We win next turn. Alright, so our next course of action is, do you have what I think you have? Yes? Bye. It doesn't matter what card it is. Do I think I know what you have? Yes? Bye. Crush card will do it. Alrighty. Heishin 2. We only lost 43 seconds here. Not a big problem here, but I expected as much. Heishin 2. Oh, boy. Let's see what we get. Blizzard. Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Okay. Okay. There's a play here. There's a play here. Get rid of one of the Zeradaments. 2 Swords of Revealing Light. I may need to give up a Zeradament now. Now I may need to hold. Alright, folks. We do not want to see him. We do not want to see Voltron. You know what? We might want to see Voltron. What are you sitting on? Come here. Okay, so I see that he's gonna have that. We gotta advance the table. I don't like it. I don't like this bad advancement, but I need to hold out a turn to see what's going on here. I need an answer. Another one. I knew it. Okay, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make this easy. We win. We win. Come here, big boy. Allow me to go and give you the slashing that you properly deserve. Now, you allow me passage. Thank you. Now, know your place, worm. Alright, here we go. It doesn't matter. I'm not wasting my turn. I'm not wasting my time just swordsing you. Especially when I've already got through your heat. Get him out of here. Alrighty, we are now approaching Seto 3 territory. Now, there's a reason why Seto 3 is the hardest duel in the game. Seto 3 doesn't have all the Power 5. He only has the big 2. Gate Guardian, well, he does have access to maybe Black Skull Dragon, but either Ultimate Blue Eyes or Gate Guardian could be in his hand, and there's a 25% chance on one of those 2 cards being that card. We do need to find something. We do need to find something that's going to be able to stop him. Hard stop. At this point, I don't think I have what I need. We need at least a stop card now. Knowing Seto, he will check if we have something. Okay. We have a way to stall turn. I have an answer. It's not a great answer, but it is an answer, and I'm scouting. What is he playing? What is he playing? What is he bringing? The Gate Guardian. Okay, that's his highest card. I think I expected that. I expected that. Stop what you're doing. I got 3 turns to figure you out. Okay. Don't care. Turn 2. He's holding. Oh, we have an answer. We have an answer out of this. Get him out of here! Final turn. He's checking. Alright, so I'm checking this card now. That's the blue eyes. Wait a minute. Warded! Yeah, the widespread ruin. I'm not a fan of that. That was a regular blue eyes. Okay, we can beat that. We can beat that. Oh, but we cannot beat that. Good lord. Oh, this is a problem. We have a problem here, folks. I don't think we win. Oh, the run dies now. Unless he decides to play cheeky, we're not winning. Yeah, we don't win those. My apologies, folks, but yeah, the way of the randomizer. We lose out, folks. At this point, though, I will say thank you very much for watching. Thanks for coming by. Unfortunately, this run dies here. That's the unfortunate of one credit clears. One bad duel, and and that run kills a run. So, I'll salute you guys off, and thank you. The next bonus games should be coming up within the next couple days or so. So, until then, take care.